Hi guys. Rose, how are you? Max, thank you for the lurk. Ashes, thank you for the resub. How are you? Big Cat, thank you for redeeming first. How is everyone? I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving for those that celebrate it. I did. I had a good Thanksgiving. It was very nice to be able to go up and see my parents and spend Thanksgiving up there, and it was really nice to actually have snow on Thanksgiving. I haven't had snow on Thanksgiving in I can't even remember how long, well more than 20 years. I did, Rose. I was still getting everything set up though, which is why I didn't reply. So what happened? Goose, how are you? Goose, I'm feeling under the weather. I'm feeling under the weather, but since I didn't stream last week and then I took off Sunday because of still being exhausted and yesterday because of our anniversary, I was like, I at least need to try to stream for a little bit tonight. So, um, we're 10 years of this address having a white Christmas too. Sure, the UK has, and we had snow before Christmas. Oh, wow. Nemi, how are you? Oh, I missed you too, Nemi. So yeah, if I just don't seem all very, I don't know, bouncy and full of energy and everything, it's because I'm not. I am feeling under the weather, so I'm just gonna try and stream for as long as I can. Stepdad found him. Aww. Mom agreed to wanting him, so I took him home today, and he does have like a cat cold. Aw, poor baby. He's so sweet and aw. Have you checked to make sure that he doesn't have a home like the other one and whatnot? Doing good? Hell yeah. Got the first two expansions for Guild Wars. Nice. That's awesome, Goose. Hell yes. Exhausted. Me and Flora went Christmas gift shopping earlier. Dude, yeah, that can be such an exhausting experience. Dark, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow last week. I did notice that. I do appreciate that. Um and sorry for being absent. We had Thanksgiving last week, so I took off because we went up to go see my parents for Thanksgiving, which I haven't gotten to do in close to 20 years, and they live 12 hours away. So I was just like, you know what, I'm taking the whole time off. Sunday, I was still exhausted and trying to readapt to our normal sleep schedule. And then yesterday was our wedding anniversary. So I was like, yeah. um we were at the shopping center for 3 hours. Dude, that's 3 hours too long. That's just me though. I hate going shopping. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well, Dark. I'm I'm alive. I'm feeling under the weather, but I missed streaming. I missed all of you guys. So I was like, I've got to at least try to stream tonight for a little while at least. Going for microchip check tomorrow. Good. Mom is taking him while I'm at work. Though she said she doesn't want a repeat of last time. No, that's totally fair. And since he's underweight and sick, she doesn't want to look for his owner. Well, here's the other thing too, Rose. Just because he's underweight and sick doesn't mean that if he does have an owner, doesn't mean that the owner wasn't taking care of him. It could just be some cats are naturally very skinny. Um and it also could be depending on how long he's been missing. Some cats could just go missing for so long that they get really skinny, and with the weather being the way it is, even cats get sick with inclement weather and everything. So I wouldn't necessarily pass judgment on the fact that even if he does have owners that they're not taking care of him. It could just be that he's been missing for so long that he's lost a lot of weight. My back was killing me. Dude, Nemi, I believe it. That long walking around, mine would too. You feel his bones when you pet him. Looks like he's 9 months old, and what we are guessing. Yeah, but that's what my point, Rose, is that there are cats that can go missing for so long that they get that skinny. And it's not necessarily that if on the off chance that he does have owners, it could just be that he's been missing that long that he got that skinny. And if he was already skinny to begin with, it wouldn't take long at all for him to get that skinny. And some cats are naturally that skinny. Our oldest cat, he is so skinny that you pet him, you can feel his rib cage. But that's because he's just naturally that skinny. And you've seen pictures of all of our other cats. It's not for a lack of us feeding him and taking care of him. He's just that skinny. Plus, for our old man, he's also just that old too. So it doesn't mean that that poor kitty's not been taken care of. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could mean that, but it doesn't necessarily automatically mean that. My cat, what I consider a normal sized cat, medium ish fattiness, yeah. But her mother was so skinny you didn't think she could birth the 3 litters. So yeah, exactly. Some cats are just naturally very skinny. Um, and some of them, like our one Minnie, she eats very well, but she's got so much energy that her metabolism is through the roof. So she's always just very skinny. Uh, but she eats very well. So it's just some cats are like that. It does not necessarily mean that they're not taking care of the cat if he does in fact have an owner. Um, so I would still try and find the owner. Um, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions because that's not fair either. I know, I'm just saying what we've seen about him. No, I know that, and that's fair. He was found in a barn by the owner that my stepdad does odd jobs at. So just in the middle of nowhere area. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully
I'm not
hopefully
available to
if he
talk right
does
now.
have
Busy
oh
inventing
my
novel
goodness,
technologies that change how we communicate.
Matiri!
Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Matiri,
So
thank you so much
cool.
for the raid. How are you? How is Guild Wars 2? How is your stream? Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in. Dolce, welcome on in. How are you? Welcome on in, Raiders. For those of you that don't know me, I am Tofa. I am a Guild Wars 2 main with a little bit of variety thrown into the mix. Tonight we are playing our first playthrough through Dragon Age Origins. And I seem under the weather because I am. We got back from Thanksgiving break, and almost right away I started feeling under the weather, and today so far is the worst I felt. But I haven't streamed in like a week and I've missed everybody, so I'm at least giving it a shot tonight. But welcome on in. Also, if anyone that came in with the raid needs to do that after stream self care, please feel free to do so. Our number one priority here is self care, so please make sure you do whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. And welcome on into the cafe. It probably did. Now, I knew going up there that my parents weren't feeling well. Um, so chances are I probably got it from them, but it was still absolutely worth it because I haven't gotten to spend Thanksgiving with my parents in close to 20 years. Plus, they got like 13 inches of snow on Thanksgiving Day, so it was absolutely worth it. I'm glad your stream was good. I'm glad your stream was good. Gilfy, how are you, sweetie? I do check missing and found pets in surrounding areas by me. Though so far it's just been dogs and 1 or 2 cats. Mainly black and white and gray. Yeah, that's fair, Rose. Yeah, I do the same. I check that stuff too, Rose. They're in the Midwest like no, they're up north. They're up north. They're up in New Hampshire. They're up in New Hampshire. They got hit a little bit 2 days before Thanksgiving. And it was mostly just a dusting when we got out there. Or when we got up there. And then on the day before Thanksgiving was nice. And then Thanksgiving Day we got 13 inches of snow up there. And then we left on Saturday and it was starting to flurry again when we left. And when I talked to my mom later that day, because I would text her throughout the day to let her know how we were doing on our trip back and everything. And she's like, yeah, it was flurrying off and on all day. So um Dolce, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Dolce looking into the Pokemons. Hell yeah. See, that's why I have this game. I don't know really anything about Pokemon, but I know a lot of people really enjoy this game. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it and let people play it if they enjoy it. If not, then that's okay too. So yeah. Her Pokemon's unlocked in. Hell yes. I do have that alert for when Pokemon show up, and then there's the other alert for when people do actually catch them. Oh, come here, bud. I know it's time for bed. Oh, my good boy. And this is our Gandalf. And it's time for bed for him. Emery, how are you? Oh, boy. Mm. All right, bud. Be a good boy, okay? Good night, bud. Be a good boy. Good boy. He's like, nope, food first. Emery, how are you, sweetie? Kira, how are you? Just a bit of knowledge at Pokemon. Uh, or but I just knowledgeable at Pokemon is Guild Wars 2. Oh, I don't know about this game, but I do it anyway. Yeah, same, Big Cat, same. Oh, yeah, that's our kitty Gandalf. He's our youngest cat, but our biggest cat. And he does not get along with the others. So he has to be separated from the rest of them. So it is time for him to go up and the others to come out. He has his own bedroom. He has his own bedroom, and he gets let out after the others get put up right after we wake up. And then he's out for about 6.5, 7 hours of free house time, so he gets to roam and have full access to the house and spend time with us. And then now it's time for him now it's time for him to go up to bed and the others to come out and have the rest of the time out. I'm bleh, not sure how I'm. You know what, Kira? I feel that. I feel that. I'm under the weather today too, so I absolutely get that. Madiri, thank you for your daily check-in. If you need to go and eat or go to bed or whatever after your stream, I absolutely understand. Please feel free to do so. I get it. A lot of the times I'm the same way. It's I raid out, I'm going to get some food and take a nap. So, if you need to go take care of yourself, please do. Please do. My spouse made me a hot croissant. Nice. Oh, yeah. So it's uh, I'm gonna try and stream for a while tonight. I doubt I'm gonna make it through the whole night. like I normally do. I doubt I'm gonna make it the full 6 hours, but I'm gonna try for at least a little while. Of course, absolutely, Madiri, for sure. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for the lurk. Please take care of yourself. I have some tea on the way. Hell yeah. I have some coffee right now. Um, Although I'll probably be switching to like hot chocolate or something here in a little while. Ugh. And my foot is throbbing. My foot's been throbbing all evening. That's not helping any either. I tried taking a nap before stream and that did not go well because, well, throbbing foot. Oh, and when you come, oh, my slippers. Okay. So that's another reason for the hat because I was just like, you know what? No, I'm just yeah. Finally got a one size hoodie earlier today. Flora bought it for me. Nice, so soft and warm. It really is. That's how these Udis are as well. They're they're based on like size 6X, which is intentional. They're designed to be like oversized hoodie blankets and they are really really comfortable. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna wind up getting too warm for it. It's probably gonna get too warm for me a little later, but they're really soft and really warm and really comfortable and I absolutely love wearing it. So actually I'm gonna turn off my might be able to get me to last longer wearing this. Coffee, hell yeah. Could go for a salted caramel iced cap. Oh, nice. Uh, feeling on the foot pain last year. Sent a space heater across the room. Doc wanted me to put it in an air cast boot. Oof. Believe the one I have is a huggle. Okay. Cold weather does not help my foot. I mean, that's fair, but I've got neuroma. And I'm going to be getting surgery on it at the end of February because that was the earliest they could do it. So, there are times where it really, really hurts, and today is one of those days. I tried it at the shop and was like, "Oh my god, it's so soft and fluffy." I feel that. Yeah, yeah. So a neuroma is basically a hardening around the nerve in between toes, but it can the pain from it can affect more than just that area. And today it's affecting a good a good chunk of my foot today. So it's you'll know if you have an aroma because it'll start off feeling like you have a little tiny pebble. If like when it first started, it felt like I had a pebble in my shoe. So I would take off my shoe and knock it out and nothing was coming out of it. I would put my shoe back on, it still felt like I had a pebble in it. Okay, so I would scrape thank you for the lurk, Kira. Um, so I scraped the inside of my shoe thinking, okay, well maybe it is a pebble in there, but it's one of those where it gets stuck in the shoe. So I scraped my fingers along the bottom of the shoe and nothing was happening. Nothing still came up. I never felt anything with my hands or anything. Like, okay, this is really weird. So then I took off my sock and I would shake out my sock and put my sock back on and nothing. It still felt like I had a pebble. I was like, well, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And I just kind of left it alone because it was just, at that point, it was just an annoyance. It didn't hurt. It wasn't painful or anything like that. It was just an annoyance. So I let it go. Well, that was my mistake. Because it was from there that it just gradually got worse and worse and worse. And yeah, so that's the early signs of neuroma is feeling like you have a pebble and there's nothing there. There, you can't feel it by touching your foot with your hand. You can't feel it with your hand because it's on the inside of your foot. But that's early indicator that you have an aroma is it feels like you have a pebble in your shoe or sock, and there's literally nothing there. So yeah, um, we're gonna get into Dragon Age, and I'm gonna stream for as long as I can tonight. Let me try to remember where we even left off. Oh, that's a bit far. Okay. Right here. Okay, first with a trail sign. Okay, what are we doing? Letter, dog food information, last will and testament. Alright. Okay, we need to bring that back. Find 3 vials of darkspawn that you've successfully obtained. Okay, so we can return with that. Duncan has asked Alistair to find a ruined Grey Ward outpost in the wild. Supposedly it contains a cache of old and important treaties that need to be recovered. Okay. Journey to Soldier's Pass, Worry Trouble.